I tell you, my God, what's your tummy, man, so big? You will die early. There is no evidence to say that at all. Because the tummy, Churchill had the biggest tummy, did you know that? He was 256 pounds. He was smoking like a chimney and he was eating like a fish, drinking like a fish, not what the fish drinks. And he was eating like a pig with all that, and he was not exercising at all. 89 years he lived. Nothing happened to him. What happened to him? Nothing happened to him. That doesn't mean you can also do that. Your future depends on not just your body, but on your mind. What is health? What's your idea of health? You have all heard. This thing of the WHO. It's absence of physical, mental, spiritual, environmental, this, that, all kinds of absence of this. No disease at all is called health. No. There is no human being from birth to death who has no disease. If I now scan all of you for a cancer cell, each one of us, including me, will have not one cancer, at least about 10 cancers to 100 cancers. But they don't become cancer disease. They are cancer cells. Today what do? Get every woman, take a cervical smear and say, oh, dysplastic cell. This may become a cancer. This is called predicting the unpredictable linearly. Did you understand? Linearity doesn't work in science, in universe. Universe is non-linear. How can you linearly predict? You can have a cancer cell in the cervix and the woman can live 100 years. You may not have a cancer cell in the cervix. The woman may come down with a very bad cancer in 1 year. Both are possible. And this is possible because the predictions of the future are not scientifically correct. Why go that far? Take your weather prediction. You think it is very scientific, no? Mangalore is supposed to have rains today. Did you see yesterday's prediction? Go out and see whether it's raining. It won't rain. Kobe in Japan had the best supercomputer. But before that huge thing, an earthquake happened in Kobe which killed thousands of people. Even seconds before that, the nearest meteorological laboratory had no inkling into that. If you really want to know how you can't predict the future, please write down. You're writing one? Right. Predicting the unpredictable future. Predicting the unpredictable future. Did you write that? The author's name is Firth, William Firth. Firth, F-I-R-T-H-W-J. And the journal is, this you can get free on the internet. Journal is called British Medical Journal, BMJ. Got it? Year is 1991. Now Vancouver system you follow, I saw outside. So semicolon 303 colon 1568. Go and see. Now what does it show? You cannot predict tomorrow because there is no tomorrow according to quantum physics. Tomorrow doesn't exist. We create a tomorrow too. There is no world. World is a Maya. Now you all sit here, right? I close my eyes. Are you here? I don't know. As long as my eye is open and my retina is okay and photons come from you and hit my retina, you are alive. When photons don't leave you and don't come and hit me, I don't know whether you are alive or not. This is called work like kite, Maya, the real Maya. And today E is not equal to mc squared, E is equal to m. Did you understand this? Energy is matter, matter is energy. In short, human body is an illusion of the human mind. So you are not body and mind, you are mind as body. So we used to say psychosomatic disease in the mind and all. All diseases are in the mind. The whole world is mind. Did you know that? Francis Henry is a professor of physics in Johns Hopkins University who wrote, this universe is immaterial. There is no matter. Immaterial. Dash. Spiritual and mental. Full stop. Actually, human body is immaterial. Spiritual and mental. So, now health is not absence of disease because there is nobody who has no disease. We all have disease, but we don't die of that disease because diseases are not supposed to kill. But we doctors frighten you saying that, you got a disease, now you may die. If we don't frighten you, you won't come to me. So this is called disease mongering, scare mongering. So I call our system as medical scare system. I tell you, my God, what's your tummy, man, so big? You will die early. There is no evidence to say that at all. Because the tummy, Churchill had the biggest tummy, did you know that? He was 256 pounds. He was smoking like a chimney. and he was eating like a fish, drinking like a fish, not what the fish drinks, and he was eating like a pig with all that, and he was not exercising at all. 89 years he lived, nothing happened to him. What happened to him? Nothing happened to him. That doesn't mean you can also do that. Your future depends on not just your body, but on your mind. I always tell people, it is not what you eat that kills you, whether it is fish or omega. It is what eats you that kills you. Did you understand that? Your negative thoughts. So Ayurveda so beautifully says this: Krodha, Shokha, Bhaya, Ayasa, Viruddhanna Bhojana, Taponalan, Katva, Amla, Kshara, Lavana, Tikshnoshnati, Rakta, Pitta, Prakopayat. All diseases come because of the mind. And today modern medicine says the diseases originate in the mind, develop in the mind, and probably die in the mind or kill you in the mind. And there's a beautiful book written by a Nobel laureate girl, young lady, who got a Nobel Prize when she was still a postdoc, and her name is Candace Pert. And Candace writes this book called Molecules of Emotion, because it's Candace who first showed opiate receptors outside the brain, showing that every cell has a mind, which I call as membrane. In the cell membrane there is a brain, membrane, and that has an antenna, integral membrane protein, because the cell is hygroscopic, but the integral membrane protein is a whole, and there is an antenna. So when you get the universal consciousness come and tickle that, you become born. When that leaves it, you die. In short, human body, human being is like the picture of the television box. The television box, you see the picture of maybe Hema Malini dancing. Hema Malini is not in the box. The energy of Hema Malini's vibrations are caught in the antenna. Now you switch it off, Hema Malini dies. You go to the next room, another television, switch it on, Hema Malini is born there. Human being is like that. On the day you are a zygote, when you are single cell, I told you what is your weight, the antenna gets the universal consciousness, which gives you all the information in the world. You are born. The day it leaves, you are dead. In short, this body is not, you are not inside this body. This is like the television box. You are not inside the box, but your energy is inside the box. So human body is energy. So now what is health then? The latest definition of health is enthusiasm to work. Health is enthusiasm to work, comma, and enthusiasm to be compassionate, full stop. Very simple. You get up in the morning and say, do I want to go to the college today? Do I really love to go to the college? You are healthy. Do I have to do something good to somebody in the college? You are very healthy. Don't ask for any other question. And as long as you are healthy and you are able to work and be compassionate, you are healthy. Says Ayurveda, samadatuhu samagrischa samadoshaha malakriya prasannatma indriya manaha swastha ityabhidyate. You shit well, you piss well, you drink well, you eat well, you sleep well, you work well, and you don't hate nobody, you are healthy. And that's what the latest quantum physics science says, that if you don't hate nobody, you will never be unhealthy. That's why you see P.C. Thomas at the age of 73, fit like a fiddle, because he loves his students in the morning. The first question he asks, ഞാൻ ഇന്ന് കോളേജിൽ പോകണോ? ശരി പോകണം. എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യണം, അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ, മതി, വേറെ ഒന്ന് ഡോക്ടറെ കാണണമെന്നില്ല. And I always jokingly tell people, if you are healthy, don't see a doctor. If you want honor, don't go to the police. And if you want justice, don't go to the court. If you are not well, you go to the hospital, because we doctors have a formula from our father, Hippocrates. Cure rarely. When I tell the truth, you laugh. When I don't tell the truth also, you laugh. Cure rarely, comma, comfort mostly, comma, but console always, full stop. Now I'll explain that. Cure is a word which has no meaning in medicine, because cure in the Oxford Dictionary says bring back to the original state, which is not possible at all in any disease. Even common cold, you have common cold, millions of your nose cells are dead, replaced by fibrous tissue. Can I bring it back? No. Comfort mostly. What is our job? Your pain, I can relieve it. Your breathlessness, I can relieve it. You can't breathe, I can make you breathe. You can't shit, I can make you shit. You can't piss, I can make you piss. I can't do nothing more. Now if you can't do, I can't do anything, you have a cancer, I can't treat, I can console you. After all, you say, why are you worried? What is death? Death is not the end of life. That is only a, part of life. And supposing, let us say, God forbid, you won't die of this disease. Supposing you die, so what? You will either go to hell or heaven. That's where you wanted to go. Heaven is where you wanted to go, and you're a good man, you'll certainly go to heaven. Perchance God has not, St. Peter has not kept his books right, correct. You go to hell, so what? So many of your friends are there. You're enjoying life there. This is called consoling somebody.